Hey guys, welcome back to the April training bundle just for our members inside of the Boutique Hub. This month we're diving into a topic that you guys know I love talking about, and I know that you guys have so many questions about. That's why it's coming up this month. If there's one question that I get so often with Facebook ads, it's where do I even begin? And why aren't these specific ads converting? Or let me add a third caveat to that. I tried them and they don't work. I hear that all the time. So today in our April training bundle, I really want to address the overall Facebook ad strategy that really should pertain to you, whether you're brand new with Facebook ads, you're intermediate, you've dabbled with Facebook ads, or you feel like you're pretty advanced. Maybe you've got one or two, maybe three different ad types that really seem to work with you. I want to give you an overall broad strategy that you can take and put into place in your business tomorrow with some plug and play examples so that no matter where you are with Facebook ads, it makes sense, it's easy, and these start to convert. Sound good? All right, let's talk about Facebook ad strategy and what's going to be included in this video today. Today, the goal is to help you understand how to use Facebook ads both in terms of form and function, overall strategy, and reporting. And like I said, I'm going to give you some plug and play examples that pertain to wherever you are inside of the overall sales funnel, right? But as we dive into what's going to come in this video, I want you to remember this one thing. This is going to be about a 30 to 45-minute video, and Rome wasn't built in a day. Facebook ads are a really advanced and diverse topic that we could spend hours and a full training course with multiple modules talking about. So today I'm going to get you as much overview in terms of the sales funnels and as many plug and play examples as I can so you feel like you use these 45 minutes, you shut this video off, and you opened up your ads manager and you can get to work immediately with some take homes. And then there's 4 additional videos already inside of our training library that you can go back to for additional information on Facebook ads, and I will make sure to reference them throughout the video so you know exactly what you're looking for. Amen? Sound good? All right, if you guys have questions this week, make sure you write them down. I'll be posting a thread inside of our members only Facebook group. I'll be coming back to that thread and checking it so that if you have questions on the content covered in this video, I'm able to help you with some answers. All right, so here's what we're going to cover today. First, what do I need to know and be doing before I use Facebook ads? Because honestly, I don't believe everyone is even ready to jump into Facebook ads until you've crossed these basics off your list. Second, why do I need paid traffic? I know some of you are saying, well, I don't even need Facebook ads. I'm doing fine on my own. Well, you're not going to be for very long, to be honest. You definitely need paid traffic in your strategy if you're going to grow and scale your business. Number 3, how do I use Facebook ads in my funnel? Because let me tell you guys, not all ads are created the same. Not all of them are used for the same purpose. And the point isn't just to sell products. There's an overall funnel to consider, and that's really the main topic we're going to cover today. Number 4, I'm going to give you some actual plug and play examples that you can put into use today after you get done listening to this video. And finally, I'm going to get some questions answered, some common questions that I hear about Facebook ads. I'm going to address them for you. Sound good? All right, let's get started. Before I get started with Facebook ads, what do I need to have done first, right? If you want your ads to convert, then we need to make sure that you've actually taken the time to cover these key areas of your business. The first is great quality content, meaning your own images, your own photography, not stock photos. Stock photos are not going to convert in Facebook ads. Your own flat lays lifestyle, your own video, whatever it may be. You have to have created a brand for yourself that your customer can recognize and go, that's Rolling Ranch Boutique. That's Cute Closet Boutique. I know those people because they recognize your brand. The second piece kind of goes along with knowing your brand, and that's knowing your customer. When you target everyone, you reach no one. I feel like I probably said that till I'm blue in the face, but you guys get the drift. Not everybody is a cute, online, affordable, trendy boutique, right? I'm maybe being sarcastic here, but I feel like so many new boutique owners today feel like they fit in that mold, but the truth is you're so much more than that. And once you really dive into what you want your business to be and who you are as the leader of your business and who are those core customers now that you're serving, what do they want, what do they need, that's when you can really hone in on creating a better brand, stronger brand, and then creating Facebook ads that are converting for your business. This ties into number 3, and that's knowing your voice. I was just visiting with a client, a boutique bootcamp client actually today, who was talking about the second that I was able to change my copy in my Facebook ads and get a little bit more cheeky with it and speak in the voice that sounds most like me, kind of humorous, kind of sarcastic, the more success I began to have with my ad strategy. And hers specifically, what she was telling me about was her retargeting ad strategy. She invested $200 in the first retargeting ad campaign we set up together, and she made $4,000 back on that campaign within the first week because she was using her very own brand voice. It sounded like her, how she would engage with her customers on a regular basis. So make sure you know what your brand voice is too. Number 4, an end game. Where are your customers actually going to shop with you? Where are you wanting the conversion to happen? Is it your website? Are you social selling or using a tool like Comment Sold or Social Shop? Or are you a brick and mortar and you're wanting to run ads to drive foot traffic into your store? Or is it something different? Are you wanting people to private message you to place an order? You have to be very clear about what is the action that you want your consumer, your follower, your fan to take when they engage with you before you can actually start driving traffic to it. Okay, so where do you want the sale to take place? And then I'm going to take this one step further and say, now what type of ad do I want to run and what is my outcome going to be from this ad? Because like I said in the beginning, not all ads are created equal. I'm going to show you why in just a bit. Next is time and accountability. If you don't have at least 30 minutes that you can earmark each and every week to sit down and just monitor what's happening with your Facebook ads to get a good feel on what's working or what's not working, or to create a new ad set, then you're just throwing money to the wind. So make sure you are able to set aside some time and you hold yourself accountable to sit down and actually evaluate what's happening in your business. And finally, what's next? It's a good attitude, right? So many people are negative about Facebook ads, feeling like I tried that and it didn't work. What do I need to do different? I'm just going to give up, right? Well, the truth is you can do it. It isn't that hard. You can take the time to sit down, watch this video, put a couple of these examples into use, and you're going to see a dramatic change in the outcome of the Facebook ads you run in the future. All right, why do I need paid traffic in the first place? Okay, why do I need Facebook ads? Well, the truth is you can only do so much with organic traffic without a massive engaged base first, right? And that means you have to be working a lot harder and not smarter in order to drive those sales and conversions. You have to have a lot of hustle in order to make all those organic sales happen. So why not have a great organic strategy and then add paid traffic on top of it so that you can begin creating conversions and sales while you sleep at night, right? Stop working harder, start working smarter. Let me give you a little breakdown that I use in Boutique Bootcamp and in our mastermind classes with all of our clients. This is a little traffic plan that we put together so that they understand what is the goal of the Facebook ads. Well, here's where it is. If their goal is to sell $1 million in sales a year, right? Then they know they need about $19,230 in sales per week. If they are averaging an average order value of $60, that means they need 320 orders per week. If their conversion rate is 2%, which that's industry average, right? Then, and Shopify is going to tell you what your conversion rate is, then we know it's going to take 16,000 visitors each and every week to convert into 320 sales. Does this make sense? Now, if you are retargeting and remarketing to existing customers, you probably aren't going to need all of those 16,000 unique visitors each and every week because a lot of them are going to be repeat traffic. But you have to be able to get them into your funnel in the first place to drive them to your website. I want you to use this equation in this math just as a basic idea of what it's going to take to hit your revenue goals. That's why we need paid traffic. So the question then becomes, what is the fastest way to get 16,000 visitors per week without going crazy in the process, right? We've all been this guy. So don't be this guy. I'm going to show you how not to be that guy. This is what you're going to do. You're going to use Facebook ads to create a sales funnel that's going to constantly be driving new traffic and converting new traffic into your marketing channels, right? To your website, if that's what the goal is at the end of the day. This is what it looks like. Step 1 of your sales funnel, the top of the funnel, new customer acquisition. This is where we're going out reaching people who have never met you before, and we're getting them to click and just simply be curious about you. The entire goal is to get them to take one click to go, I might like that. And then click, I like this Facebook page, or I like this post, or I'm going to engage with this content, or I'm going to click to the website. That's goal number 1. Next step, middle of funnel, this is where we have the privilege now, the privilege, not the right, to ask for the sale. This is sales conversion. So we get them to click in the first place, we show them content organically, we build trust, and now we ask them for the sale. Third, once we've asked them for the sale, some are going to buy, some aren't going to buy. So this is where the bottom of funnel comes in. Either we're going to retarget them. So if they clicked all the way through to our website, but they didn't buy something, we're going to show them ads to ask them again to come back to the website and finish their purchase. Or if they did make a purchase, now we're going to work on retaining them. So we're going to resegment them and market to them again to bring them back to purchase in the coming weeks, in the coming months from your business. All right, so this is the high-level overview. This is the goal of all marketing, not just Facebook ads. You have to think about customer acquisition, sales conversion, and then retargeting and retention. That's what it's all about. So, question is, how does this work with Facebook ads? What does this mean? Well, I'm going to give you some very specific examples today of what this means and how you can put it into play. First is top of funnel. How do we create a new customer acquisition strategy? Well, this is creating an awareness or an engagement campaign. You aren't asking for a conversion right away. So what I'm going to do before I kind of dive into what each of these are, if you have not watched the videos in the training library on some of these basic Facebook ad setups, I'm going to invite you to do so. And I want you to specifically go into Ads Manager and take a look at the different ad or campaign types that are listed in Ads Manager. And it's going to show you things like awareness, engagement, online conversion, clicks to website, catalog sales, all these different ad types, right? I want you to just be aware of them and then know that that's what I'm referencing in this slide right here. These are the different ad types that Facebook gives you as an option, right? All right, so where do we start? If we want to create new customer acquisition and just simply introduce people to our brand, we are going to do an awareness or an engagement campaign. And this is sharing content, simply getting people to engage with us and to follow us. Middle of funnel, typically we're going to be doing a conversion campaign where we're showing them actual product, and the intent of the ad is to get them to click on the product, go to the website, and purchase it. The third stage of the campaign is going to be, again, conversions or retargeting. We're going to be showing them a new type of conversion ad saying, oh, you missed this, come back and purchase it. Or we're going to be retargeting them, showing them actual products that they visited on our website or a video, something more general, inviting them to come back for future purchases. All right, so specific examples, what do these look like and how can you get started? Well, let's start at the top of the funnel. This is, again, customer acquisition strategy. Our goal at the top of the funnel is to simply build brand awareness and to do what? Just to gain clicks. Clicks to our post, to engage on our post, clicks to follow our page, or clicks to our website. Some type of click so that we can go back into Facebook, create an audience, and retarget these people, build new audiences off of these people. So an example here would be creating a promotional video. Maybe you've had someone come into your store, or you've done something like this at a vendor pop-up event that you've done, created a nice video for your brand, and you share that video with a long tail post, meaning a number of words, about 200 words or more, outlining who you are, what you do, why you do it, and why someone would be interested in following along. Then you're going to invite them to learn more about your brand and your story by simply clicking on your post or answering a question down below your post, something like that. All right, what ad type would this be? This would be an ad type, it would be a post typically that you just create on your page, but then you go into Ads Manager, you click on the ad type, either engagement, video views, or website clicks. They all would work similarly for this type of strategy. And when you go through setting up this ad type, rather than creating the ad from scratch in Ads Manager, there's a little button in there that says Use Existing Post. And that's where you can go in, find this post that you've already made on your Facebook page, and click it. And now that post is going to be optimized for one of these 3 ad types. What's the budget going to be on an ad like this? Well, typically for new customer acquisition, we want to have a daily maximum budget where we can just keep this ad running again and again and again to drive constant new clicks and engagement and to build up your pixel audience of people who are coming to your website. So you may start somewhere around $10 a day, where you're showing this ad to people on a regular basis and getting them to engage and click through to your website, and you just keep it running. What type of audience are you going to use? Well, this would be a cold audience, either a saved audience where you've done interest targeting, or it's going to be a lookalike audience. A lookalike audience of your customer list or people who have been to your website, that type of thing. A cold audience, again, is an audience who has not yet clicked with you. They're new and they don't know anything about you, and you're trying to warm them and get them into your funnel. All right, reporting. What are you going to look for once you have an ad like this running? Well, a key metric that you're going to look for here is a low cost per click. So if you're running any type of awareness or engagement campaign, your goal is to keep it generally under about 8 cents cost per click. You're also going to be looking for a couple of other key metrics like click-throughs to your website, new page likes that you're driving, as well as comments and engagement down below on the actual post. All right, the second piece of the funnel, the conversion piece of the funnel. This is where people have already clicked that they like you or follow you in some way, right? And now this goal is you actually get them to come to your site and make a purchase. So your goal here is to drive ROI, return on investment, for what you're putting into Facebook ads and what you're getting out of Facebook ads. So an example of this type of post or this type of Facebook ad would be, I'll use a 15 image recap post. And because this is something we talk about quite often in the hub, and there's an actual video in the training library on how to create this. So a 15 image recap post is sharing all of your new arrivals or number of products in a certain collection, and it's driving them back to the exact URL of that product on your website. Now this ad type, again, this is something you can go ahead and create on your page like a regular Facebook post, and then you go in through your ads manager and click set up a website conversion ad. And then once you go in, you get down to your ad set and then into your ad level of creation. And rather than set up a new copy and new images and all that, you choose use existing post. Then you don't have to set up any of that creative piece. Now, what type of budget are you going to use on an ad like this? Well, depending on the level of inventory that you have on hand for the images that you've created, you may start with a higher budget. You're going to put on more dollars on the front end to try to drive traffic right away and engagement right away on this type of ad to build your ROI on the back end. But the key here is to begin by testing and to look for a return, right? So depending on your average order value, you can spend $25, let's say, to get one sale and still break even. But you need to do the math here. So if you're going to spend $100 on an ad, how many products do you need to sell at an average order value of, let's say, $50 to $60 to get a return on your investment? This is all a system. If I put in $100, I should get at least $200 back out. And as you test and tweak this ad in this piece of your funnel, that's what you're going to get to. So what type of audience are you going to run a website conversion ad in this stage of the funnel to? Well, this is going to be a warm audience. You would run this type of ad to people who like your page, or to a custom audience like those who have engaged with your page, or video views, or website visitors, or a custom audience based off of your email list. Anyone who already knows you and is more likely to convert. If you have any questions at all about setting up those actual audiences, again, there is a video in the training library on exactly how to set up those types of audiences. All right, finally, what type of reporting are you going to look for in terms of website conversion ads? Well, this one is pretty specific. You're going to look for number of purchase conversions on your ad. So when you go into Ads Manager, into the reporting level, and I'm going to show you a screenshot in a little bit so you know what that looks like, you're going to be looking for a column that says conversions. When you click on that column, it's going to show you a few different types of conversions. You're going to be looking for number of purchases. If you have 2 purchases, and let's say your average order value is $50, you know those 2 purchases were worth $100, right? You've made $100 off that ad. So the goal always is, as I said just a minute ago, to have more conversions and to have more return than what you put in on the front end of that Facebook ad. So that's a key metric you're going to be looking for, but at this stage in the game, you're also going to see some other benefits like new page likes and new click-throughs to your website. Again, building up as many clicks to that website as we can so that we can later retarget them, as well as ongoing engagement. Because you want to make sure whether you're making a post on your page or a Facebook ad, you're asking questions, you're driving engagement, you're getting people to click and comment below. All right, stage number 3 in your funnel. This is retargeting. This is the very bottom of the funnel, and this is getting people who have visited your site but not purchased to make a purchase. So this type of ad type is going to be a conversion ad or a catalog sales ad. A conversion ad, again, website conversion ad, you go into Ads Manager to set that up, or catalog sales ad, that's a brand new ad type in the back end of Ads Manager. And they're a little bit different. Conversion ad, you can set up however you want. Catalog sales ad is going to allow you to show actual products that someone's visited on your website to them again. Just like a Shoelace or Retarget app, it's going to allow you to go in and whatever someone clicks on, that exact product is going to follow them around the web. What type of budget are you going to set for one of these two types of ads? Well, again, just like our new customer acquisition strategy, our retargeting strategy should be a daily budget of anywhere from $10 to $30, and you set it and you let it run. Now, you may set up just one type of ad, let's say the website conversion type of ad, or you may layer multiple ad types here, both a website conversion ad and a catalog sales ad, so that the people who have been bouncing off of your website are getting contacted, we'll say, a couple of different ways. That's going to help drive that overall conversion at the end of the day. What audience do you use for retargeting? Well, this is a really specific audience, and I want to make sure you know how to do this. This is based on your Facebook pixel, and what you need to do once your pixel is installed is make sure you've gone into Ads Manager and into your audiences, and you've created a custom audience of people who have been to your website but not purchased. Again, you can go in and create a custom audience to do this. Or if you're using the catalog sales ad type in Ads Manager, it's going to give you this option to set up automatically. All right, what type of reporting are you going to look for in this ad? The goal here, purchases. You're driving as much traffic as you can to your website in steps 1 and 2, top of funnel, middle funnel, and now you're trying to drive conversions at the end. So it's get as many people into that funnel as you can so you can squeeze as many people out of the funnel at the bottom as you can. Again, you're looking for ratios. I put in $1, I get out 2, right? I spend 50, I make 100, and you continue to grow from there. All right, did those 3 pieces make sense? Hopefully you're able to walk away from those 3 examples, go back, repeat the video, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do, print it out so that you have an example of somewhere to start. All right, let's go ahead and answer a couple of commonly asked questions about Facebook ads. The first one here is, what makes an effective ad? A lot of times I see comments from boutique owners thinking that it's just the audience. My audience must have been wrong. It's all the audience. It's not all the audience. A successful Facebook ad has 4 key ingredients. The first is copy. That's the words that you use. Remember the example that I shared with you a minute ago about our friend who just went through Boutique Bootcamp, and she said as soon as she had more specific copy that sounded like her voice, the better her ads converted. That's really important. Second is image. You have to have great photography, whether it's lifestyle photography or flat lays if that's what you use, not stock images. Third is placement. Understanding what is the goal of my ad and where is this ad being placed. Making sure it shows up great on mobile, or if you're going to be using this ad in Facebook Messenger, being really specific to look at the examples that Facebook gives you so you know how these ads are going to be set up, and making sure you're hitting people in the right place. Fourth is your audience, right? Knowing when to use a cold audience, like a lookalike audience or a saved audience, and when to use a warm audience, like people who have watched your videos, people who have engaged with your page, or people who have been to your website. All right, where is Ads Manager and what does it look like? If you are brand new to Facebook ads, I know you have this question. So if you want to get into Facebook Ads Manager, because trust me, this is not looking at your phone and a screenshot of the Pages app telling you how successful your boosted post was. This is totally different. So if you wanted to get into Facebook Ads Manager, the first thing you do is you go up to the blue bar at the top of your Facebook screen. You click that little drop down arrow and you scroll down to Manage Ads. Once you get in there, you're going to see step number 2 there. That's kind of the top of screen, what Facebook Ads Manager looks like. And from there, on step number 2, you're going to notice, do you see those like tabs where it says account overview, campaigns, ad sets, and ads? That's going to show you on different levels how your ads are set up. The campaign is the ad type, like we talked about, website conversion ad, catalog sales, engagement, so on and so forth. It's going to show you the overall campaign you created. Ad set is going to break it up in that campaign as to what is the target audience and what is the budget of that campaign. And number 3, the actual ad, is the copy and the creative. What is the image and the words that you use? And there can be multiple ads within a single ad set. So kind of keep in mind how that's broken down. Now, step number 3, once you get into Ads Manager, is knowing and understanding where your audience is and pixels and all of that detail is. And that is in the very top left-hand corner of the screen, that little drop-down menu. You can see Ads Manager is highlighted. And if I scroll all the way over to Assets, I can find Audiences. And then Pixels is in there as well under Measure and Report. All right. I kind of touched on this in the last slide a little bit, but once you get in, you begin creating campaigns, which are based on different ad types in Ads Manager. There's 3 different levels. There's the campaign, which is the overall goal. That again would be the website conversion ad, clicks to website, catalog sales, engagement, so on and so forth. When you go back, I'm going to show you if I go back. Do you see under step number 2 that little green button that says create? If you click on that, that's going to walk you through what those different ad types are that you can set campaigns up underneath, right? Then when you set up the campaign, there's the campaign, the ad set, which is the offer, the audience, the placement, the budget, and the schedule. And then finally, there's the ad. That's the actual creative, the photo, the copy, the offer that you're going to create. And there can be multiple ads within your ad set. All right, so let's say you walk away from this video today and you set up a couple of basic ads in each of these 3 areas of the funnel. What should you be prepared to know or do? Well, the first is be prepared to fail. Know that creating your very first Facebook ad and having that ad take off and be wildly successful is incredibly rare. So be prepared that your first couple of ad campaigns may flop. So budget for that and just know it's really important to, number 2, test and tweak. Make sure that you are testing what's my copy do if I change it a little bit? What does my performance do if I change my image or my video a little bit? What do I do, or what happens to my ad performance if I change my offer a little bit or my audience a little bit? It's going to take you just a little bit of time to test and tweak different types of ads in different types of scenarios. So be prepared for that. Have a Google Doc, or I've seen girls come through Boutique Bootcamp and set up their own Google sheet with all kinds of reporting metrics where they can look in there and see what ads they've run each week. Or Ads Manager has very detailed reporting. And as long as you go in there and again, you're accountable to 30 minutes a week setting down and understanding what's happening in your ads, you're going to get used to the built-in reporting metrics that are already in Ads Manager. And then number 3, know that you're going to walk before you run. It's going to be rare for you to dump in $200 and immediately get a $4,000 return, just like I talked about. That client in Boutique Bootcamp had been doing ads for a little while. So overall, Facebook ads are like a faucet, like a water faucet, right? When you get up and you take a shower in the morning, chances are you go to the shower and you turn the faucet on and it drip, drip, drips. Or there's like a little stream of water and they put your hand under the water and you're testing to make sure that that water is the right temperature, right? Because you don't want to get burnt. And then once that water becomes the right temperature, then you go and you turn the faucet up. And now you've got this constant steady stream and you're able to get into the shower. Well, Facebook ads are the exact same way. You turn that faucet on slowly and let it drip and you test the temperature of that water. You test the performance of those ads and how you have them set up. And then once you start to see a return, you've got the right copy and offer, image and audience, now you turn it up. Now you invest more. You go in, you duplicate the ad, and you put more budget on it, and you let that ad run. All right, so at the end of the day, these are the questions that you ask yourself with each and every ad that you create. First, what is my end goal? What stage of the funnel am I at, and what do I want the outcome of this ad to be? Because like I demonstrated, not all ads are created to build conversions and sales at the end of the day. Number 2, is my audience warmed up enough to achieve this goal? Or am I trying to target an ice cold audience who's never met me before and I'm asking them to buy my highest price items? Probably not going to happen, right? Number 3, is my copy inviting and do I have a call to action? Right? So what is my voice? And does that come through? Or am I being too generic and too plain and saying, hi, I'm another online, trendy, affordable boutique. Please come shop with me. Because it's boring. No one wants to shop with you. You've got to be a little bit spicy and know who your customers are and speak directly to her. Number 4, are my photos well done? Are my photos great? Do my photos make sense in the offer that I'm creating? Is it intriguing? Do my photos make my customers feel like they're really up-leveling their personal style when they shop with me? Or is it just kind of a flat lay, like a bunch of stuff thrown on the ground that doesn't make sense? Right? There's definitely a way to do flat lays, and there's definitely a way to do lifestyle photos in a way that creates more style for your customer. And finally, what results am I getting and what tweaks can I make? It all goes back to having 30 minutes a week to sit down, be consistent, and understand what's working, what's not working, tweak a little bit, adjust the temperature of your water, put your hand back under the water, right? And then make sure once it gets to the right spot, then you turn that faucet up. I heard this quote the other day and I had to put it in here. I loved it so much. This is so good. Henry Ford said that stopping advertising to save money is like stopping your watch to save time. So every time I hear someone say, Facebook ads just don't work for me, or I blew $500 on Facebook ads and it was such a waste, I'm not going to budget that anymore. Well, you're not getting yourself any closer to your end goal. It's like trying to cure the headache by cutting off the head, isn't it? So what is the scenario? What's the outcome that you want from these Facebook ads? It's to educate yourself. It's to test and to understand what results you're going to get when you try this yourself. And then once you have a basic understanding, a basic knowledge of Facebook ads, you can choose if you want to continue to do this yourself, or at that point, if that is something that you want to outsource for your business. But don't stop. That's the point. Don't stop. All right, you have finished the video. Hooray! This is the April training bundle for our members at the Boutique Hub, but I want to remind you, this month's bundle is this single video, and I did that for a reason, because there are already 5 different Facebook ads videos inside of the training library. And I want to invite you to go back and take a little refresher. In the Best Year Yet Challenge, week number 4 from 2017, this is the one, they're all pink. There is a video there on Facebook audiences. Week number 6, same thing, it's pink. Boosted posts that work. That's where we talk about those recap posts. There's a video in there on creating Facebook ads collection layouts. There's a video on creating saved audiences. And finally, there's a webinar that I did around November of last year, a Facebook Ads Mastery webinar that was run right before the holidays. So let me know what you think. Go in, watch those videos. And again, I will have an accountability buddy thread in our members only Facebook group. If you have any questions on this month's training or on what you've learned in any of these videos so far, be sure to let me know. And more than anything, I want to know what ads you set up and what results you get. I want to see this work for your business, you guys. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope this has been beneficial to you. I will catch you very soon inside of our Facebook group for members. Have a great day, guys.